One thing about Utata Mapinda and Yamtand, I'm going to please don't forget to catch me each and every Friday on the social crossover again. And he understanding Utata Mapinda Nyani with the laws of a fellow man. She comes in each and every day, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 6 and we'll get again 9 o'clock. But now it's time for us to come through and make sure that we do radio according to you, as it is time for the invasion from Monday to Friday between the hours of 12 to 3 o'clock with myself, PY Amanda. What's it about here?
Am I the KY and that is Miss K to you and guess it has make a Kulan Simbias to get in and straight after that our very own DJ Susie Okwana comes in with the Gain Our Drive from 3 to 6.
Yes, definitely. But I'm trying to give this to Mama Make as it is Youth Month, and you know how we do it. Mama Make tonight for you to sit against the youngest lunch hour drive, and we deal with youth matters. And we know Friday Mama Make is extensive of City Radio according to all hectares. But before we do that, we have something really interesting for you. And we must get over to Koyo Kanye when I'm Zali or Koyo Pula playing a little uvule nje indlela umamele kwakunye. Do not forget to offer la share button ikhoyo ukuze ngimhlangigate kanti khona umuntu omncinci okhoyo oba ulikuvuba ngabake i-Daniel Institution ingantoni na kwakunye izawube isiphathele ntoni na. Without wasting any further time, I am joined by two gorgeous ladies on the other side of town. Ndizawucela uba ngabake bazi-introduce ngokwabo. Kunjani?
Very well, thank you, Lady P. Kunjan Goe.
Oh, I'm good. I'm glowing. Yes, I can see.
Oh yeah, Tata Zizi. Miss K, how are you?
I'm good. Jana caffeine, excited.
The adrenaline is just there.
Those are communicating.
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
Great, thank you.
Samantha, we're not hearing from you. How are you
I'm
doing?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm hyped up. Yes,
Love it.
it's just a vibe.
Lovely, fantastic. Also, yes, in terms of energy, I'm listening. Yes. Behind the scenes is very important. Could you kindly let us know about
All right. Thank you so much, Lady P. Firstly, let me greet Abapulapuli, Bekithingesi, as well as the followers of Daniel Institution. The main thing is that we are here in regards to Daniel Institution. We are having a June 16 youth conference starting on the 16th to the 17th of June. So meaning it's this Friday till Saturday as well. I don't know, but I think Zaudniga will say me, I can't unpack even more in terms of the speakers and the people we'll be having, but it's such an exciting time. You know, we will be coming through as young people. And the beautiful thing about it is that I can go but everyone who's even older, whether you're in the business field as well, career guidance, etc., you are more than welcome to come through as well. So the main thing is we are here to say Mdomcha, you are more than welcome to join us, and it's a free event. The beautiful thing about it, you won't be paying anything when it comes to it. So do come through. And yeah, man, Daniel Institution basically is one of the organizations that deals with young people, specifically with the communities that we are surrounded by, making sure that we take you from the background you are in, specifically the poor backgrounds. You know, omnye mhlamba akanamathuba when it comes to education. Omnye umhlambi doesn't know their identity, but the main thing is that we function in those places to say that you are a young person and you can make it and you can become better as well. And therefore, we give you opportunities and open doors for you when it comes to those specific things.
Lovely.
Yes. Firstly, my name is Samantha MLABA. I'm part of the board of Daniel Institution. I'm not sure which angle to approach it with, but Daniel Institution has been there for long. But you know us in our community and delaying official things. So we only started to get it registered this year. So I think that is why we are also here to announce, to tell Buffalo City and each and every listener that Daniel Institution is already there, and it is an organization that does not only look at the social side of the community or our youth, but we also approach it in a spiritual manner, as in to say that your life is not only the physical. It's not only the social issues that affect you, but the spiritual, emotional, physical, mental, and others as well. So Daniel Institution started in 2017. So far we've grown, and I'd say that according to the scale of the project, I think we have grown faster than we expected, because we do have Daniel Institution members that are in Joburg, Cape Town, PE.
Yeah.
We have programs in UJ. Just to mention, we have programs in UJ and UCT as well. So we are registered there officially as a society that is part of the school. So our main aim now is to spread the Daniel Institution fever across Eastern Cape, because realistically ayikwazi ukubana kubenefite people from outside the province sibe singaqalanga apha. So that's what we are trying to do, and we've tried to do with this conference as well. Local TVETs, our universities, Forte, WUSU mainly, and your high schools around. So yeah.
You know, I've got so many questions too, but I see Lihle is on my case here. A quick one. We've got a good Lihle, he's in Johannesburg. Uthi yena nifika nini apha, in fact, a University of Pretoria.
Okay. We are gradually growing. I think, as Samantha has mentioned, that we are in different places and in different cities. So we're gradually growing. As we said, Usikona AUJ, University of Johannesburg, and basically we are streaming through to make sure that we get into all the universities. To be honest, it's not just an easy access into universities as well, but as much as we are in AUJ, but we cater and allow everyone to come through and gather together, whether you are from outside of the UJ itself, whether you are from a different university or a TVET. But we allow you to say, form part of the society, form part of the organization, and let's work together to ensure that it reaches out to other people as well. So Ubudlihle, we can get in contact with you, link you up with those who are AUJ as well. Then we all work together to ensure that all the universities are, made sure that they are catered for as well.
Oh, I love that. So Solis also just walked in. I'm quite late. No, you're on time. And I can see Magabeke, she's also tagged Mulwanda Mimi. So now again, I'll see Mam Gaila Thompson is CPUT Daniels is standing up. Can't wait for the 16th. Here we go. Here we go. I want to hear more about these details of the 16th. Who can we expect? Some stakeholders, who's going to be there? Tell us about it.
All right. So basically, as we said, we basically take care of everyone, and holistically as a person, you need to be catered for. So we'll be having business opportunities. We will be having entrepreneurs coming through. There'll be an exhibition even to say that if you have your own business, showcase it. Tell us more about it as well. How can we support you? How can we market you as well if you have your own business as well? So that part of entrepreneurship will be catered for. Also for those who actually want to start their own businesses or to actually become an entrepreneur. There'll be people such as Visabane Vuyolwetu. She's an entrepreneur. She's good in crafts as well, the art side of things as well. She'll be coming through as well, telling us a bit more in terms of the entrepreneurship side of things. So, we are making sure that everyone's catered for. We'll be having opportunities of career guidance, also in terms of how you can go abroad and study as well. We'll be having Education USA coming through, just to tell us a bit more about the opportunities that comes with studying abroad, what do you need, or how can you apply for such things as well. We'll be getting a Transnet coming through as well, talking to us, about the maritime opportunities as well, because not everyone is in the career side only, or the theory side of things, but also maybe Omnia is interested in going maritime, and all of those things. So there's a lot basically that we have. We'll be having activities from arts centers such as the Dungan Village Arts Center. They'll be coming through as well, just showcasing their handcrafts as well, and talking to us in terms of how you can start your own business if you are interested in that. So the scope is big, the scope is a lot in terms of saying that we're catering for abantu abatsha, but not only for abantu abatsha, for everyone holistically, to say that even if you are not young in terms of the era of the age group 18 to 35, but you can still do something with your own life. You can still make sure that you become a better person. You can still go for your dreams and your goals as well, and you can achieve, everything that you want to achieve.
Wow, I definitely love the fact that you're so aligned with what you guys say you are, and in terms of also the conference that's coming up, there's going to be a lot. You go beyond, above and beyond, just what we think it is, Tina. In terms of like looking at a person's life holistically, academically, I guess also psychologically in terms of we was to encourage abantu and young people at that to actually there's more than just ukufunda mhlambi, like you said, abanye abantu are not really open-minded into into zokufunda and whatnot, but if umuntu is so gifted in business, is so gifted in other things except the academic side of it. I really love this for just the work that it's actually doing.
Another question. I'm just clicking. So like intro ngayifumenanga with regarding uyabuza. So first question yake uthi baso uthi siyanyusana in this group, and also the second question uyabuza bangameke, is there a joining fee? So ndibawula nje ke simcacisele.
So we do not have a joining fee. The aim of the organization itself is to empower the youth. Empowering the youth beyond, I'd say, measures or the bracket that we have been was put in front of us. Because you don't find us being taught at school that you can start your own business. You are taught to be employed, to work, get a degree, a diploma, whatever, a qualification, then go to work. You are not told that you can own your business. Look for something you're passionate about. You do not need to go to tertiary for you to become something or someone important. So that's what we are instilling, but based on Christian principles. So we're going out there, empowering the youth, giving them opportunities, even exposing them, with minding that us in the Eastern Cape, we have this very minimal knowledge about the world at large. So we're trying to get that you are also worth it. We have a lot of important people coming out from the Eastern Cape. But is that inspiration enough for us to grow? No, it's not. Because you'll find that another one is fine with just going to school, getting a grade 12, and then studying towards a certain profession, or even better yet, athengisa standing. We are not undermining such things, but think broader, think bigger. You cannot go to school and study. I'm fine with it. Like Umalume did that and it worked for him. Umama did that, it worked for her. So we are trying to expand the picture, paint the picture that as a child of God, as a Christian, you can make it in the world and you can do it the right way. You do not have to take shortcuts. You do not have to strip yourself or take certain parts of you away for you to be able to be successful. So it's that basically. There's no joining fee. However, he can contact us on the numbers that I believe that we'll be giving out, and also the social media platforms that we have as Daniel Institution. We also do have sessions with the different groups, different tertiary institutions each and every Saturday. So he can meet us there as well. So
and that's
nice.
He was already asking about P. Jonah, he's already one thing I have to say. I'll just quickly just put you in this journey. When I COVID 2020, right? So we are getting used to being live. Now there's the camera because radio is always behind the scenes. So I remember
Yeah.
working with the Dumi Roads. So we are now getting to know abanye abaphulaphuli, and for me, I was just like, I'm actually enjoying this because
Yes.
and Nalando on a daily basis, yeah, check in because I do understand
Yeah.
the basis. So with him, I've never seen him face to face, but I can tell you what 9 to 5 OP. I can tell you why he went
Wow,
So
okay.
obviously, he's that person that I've actually grown to know. So I love it whenever I see him coming in and interacting with us. And he has Genan games before. And also, I see we are joined by Tuna Bai, business manager. Yes, Keith Miss Media. I love this. Love
Beautiful.
you, loads, we love you. We love you. So we are coming in. This conference is gonna be lit. I just cannot wait.
Wow.
Wow. Silapha gang is 16th and 17th, and oh yes, Woodley. So you simply saying success in to do aim high.
Yes. Definitely. I think just to add as well, Lady P, out of what Useme has been saying as well, Uputlisha, what he's been asking. For example, the people who are actually heading out our sessions and everything else in terms of the UJ, in terms of Cape Town, etc., are still students as well. They're young people who are from the Eastern Cape, and basically they went to go study at universities, and they ensured as well that they still carry that mandate of making sure that they bring that word to other people as well, that they can become better people too as well. So it's to say Kupudlihle, that yes, ileli emtwini, and also the beautiful thing is that God has provided us a circle of people or a support system of people to say, let's grow together, let's become better, let's be one and actually achieve our dreams together. And unfortunately, in this life, you can never make it on your own, but you need the next person. So that's the same circle to say we're creating a circle of young people who'll say, let's push together, let's achieve together, let's do it together, and let's rise up and be the best that we can.
I think it's gonna be on Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
But Shami, to anyone who's listening right now and probably wondering, where is the conference going to be? Is it going to be an online thing? Is it going to be held somewhere? Particular times, and what are the particulars of the conference, basically?
Okay, so basically it is on Friday and on Saturday, and ultimately we will be streaming live on the Daniel Institution page, which is on Facebook, and then as well we will be live obviously physically in terms of someone wanting to come through. This will be taking place at 79 Manley Road in Amalinda, right here in East London. So it's number 79 Manley Road, right here in East London at Amalinda. And then we'll also be live on the Daniel Institution page as well.
Guys, what do you tell me? Do you guys have a kind of motto?
Yes.
Our motto has been from the start, #yes we can. So it's that we are saying we can push barriers, we can succeed, we can be whatever we want to be, in whatever that we see in front of us, an obstacle, whatever, a challenge, we can overcome it. So it's been that throughout, even now. So yes.
And
yes, we can.
Yes, we can. And just to add, for the conference, we are also adding on to say, we came, we saw, we conquered. We started in 2017, and basically we came, we started off, then we saw the journey of how to rise up as young people. We had obstacles, we had challenges, but still we conquered. So that's where we are able to say, this year we're standing up to say, look, we see how far we've come. So we came, we saw, and we conquered. So definitely it's to say that we're celebrating a time where we see that things are actually adding up. As much as it seemed as if it wasn't at the first initial point, but right now it is adding up. The vision is becoming better. We are clearly seeing things coming together, and we're rising up as young people, becoming the best of who we can be.
Hey, EUJ Daniel Institution team cannot wait tonight. I think you please.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, I will definitely do that. Mama Invasion, please place the website name, or we can log in on the day. Definitely, we're going to be sharing those. On that note, social media handles, numbers, each and everything. Please give it to us.
All right, for the social media platforms, basically we are on Facebook as Daniel Institution, also on Instagram at Daniel Institution, and then as well on TikTok we are Daniel Institution HQY. Yes, TikTok just gave us a random name. So anyway, yes, TikTok just gave us a random name, a random handle. But you can just either search Daniel Institution, then ultimately it will lead you to our handle. Then you can also follow us there.
Ms. K?
Numbers.
Nah, I think I'm surviving right now to be there, but unfortunately I'll be working. But I think it is mine also to sort of like urge everyone out there or actually who's willing to and who's able to actually access physically Amalinda, or even if you aren't able to access the Amalinda physical venue for the conference, but yeah, Hannah, because I also loved how enabling the motto is on its own in the manner. Like there's nothing that you can't do.
Yes.
I really love it.
You guys are taking me back to school. I went to a Christian school in Matadela in San Monica's. So our motto was "With God we can." So when you guys are saying hashtag yes, I'm just like, with God we conquered everything, and we did the things, and we are still doing the things.
Definitely.
Admin ke siyacela bethuna accept ubuhle uthi ucela uaccept, he's already following you guys. Please accept. Ladies, thank you so much. It has been an honor having you. And personally, I will be glued on your social media on Friday and on Saturday to see Banga Mechanism, because do you know most we are the aunts and the uncles of now,
Okay.
So so whatever you do, you must know about an audience. And we wish you nothing but the best. Here's to the next 510 years doing God's work.
Wow.
Let me just leave it there.
Thank you.
Let me just leave it there. Your last words and we close it.
All right. I think just before we close off, just the numbers in terms of where they can actually reach us as well.
All right. Our numbers, it's 081 078 4333. And then the second number is 073 384 3170.
Please 081 0784 333 and also 073 384 3170. That's the one. And also I will be definitely posting for you, especially for the details of those when you get out and put up white post is that it stays on our Facebook as well as our YouTube page. So also please don't forget to share, as I did mention, who might definitely need the content. Ms. K?
Nothing really from me, but I really want to commend you guys on the good and the great work about you definitely, when they say they're doing the Lord's work, that's literally what they're doing right now.
Is there a specific reason why you said it's Daniel Institution? Because like I'm a little Danielity, only God can judge me.
Yes.
I can.
We're basically
you, my dear.
We're basically a Christian organization, to be honest. So it's more of instilling the spiritual principles, as she mentioned as well. So we're not just about making sure that we rise up young people and misuse our talents or our skills or the abilities and opportunities that God has given us. But we're saying here, rise up, become the best that you can be, but also be responsible as well. Become a young person who makes sure that you become the best of who you are, with also a beautiful character and a beautiful heart to showcase truly who God is. Because at the end of it all the glory needs to go back to God. Our lives are His, so we need to showcase who He is and how He has done, or what He has done in our lives.
And also Daniel had the spirit of excellence in everything that he did. He did not mind being that person that will be outstanding, being that different person. So just being yourself and being confident about it, and also excelling in whatever you do.
Yes.
So Daniel Institution came from there, from the Daniel in the Bible.
Before I close it, I have this diary of mine, right? It gives me Bible verses on a daily basis, which really at times I feel as if because you find Miss K knows the thing for the past 2 weeks I've been going through the most. I'd come here and then I'm just like, I don't feel like going on air, but Lord, you know my heart. So whenever I do Jeb, I just see verses and I'm just like, okay, he's here. Ngizashare nevesi ethi namhlanje umhakothini kwenzela uba ngaba ke xa sesiphuma apha siziva uba ngaba babe sinomthwalo sithi oh kodwa Thixo wam umothulile lo mthwalo. What verse?
I think let us stick with the book of Daniel, chapter 1,
Yeah.
verse 6. The book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 6. Let me try and find it.
Okay. Do Mama invasions? It's a Christian organization. When you see a cross in her chest.
So it says here, Daniel chapter 1, verse 6 to 8. But I'll just start there, go verse 8. It says, but Daniel was determined not to defile himself by eating the food and wine given to them by the king. He asked the chief of staff for permission not to eat these unacceptable foods. So it was not the fact that there were no rules put for the group, because it was not only 5, 10, 15, 100. There were thousands of people the age of Daniel. But Daniel made a conscious decision. You go on and find that there were other friends of Daniel that tagged along. But the main character, the main person, the one that made decisions, the one that stuck by what he believed, it was Daniel. So your dream, your efforts, whatever your vision is known by you, just as Daniel knew that he was a child of God and not to defile himself by whatever. The king was there, but he said, I will not defile myself. In fact, let me prove to you the God that I have, how powerful he is and how he will keep me and sustain me regardless of not having all of this in front of me. So that opportunity, that closed door, whatever you see in front of you, it might be a challenge, no matter how big it is, but your determination is what will get you through.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Just to add as well, when we take the context of the book of Daniel, chapter 1, these were a group of people who were taken from a different city and they were captured by their enemy. Basically, this city here, Daniel, was known as a city where it flowed with God. They were children of God. They knew God. They were praying to God. God had promises for them and all of those things. But ultimately, they were captured by an enemy. And at some point, maybe they could not understand, why did God allow such a situation to happen in their lives? Why did God allow their enemy to actually capture them and bring them into slavery? So it's also to tell someone out there to say that despite that you've been waiting for God to probably prove his promises in your life, but it's to say that don't back out of who you've known God to be. Don't back out from what God says, despite the situation and where you currently are today. But if you stick to the vow that you've made, that you'll remain a child of God, you'll remain in following Christ and becoming what he has said become, then you will ultimately see the light, just as Daniel saw the light, because ultimately he was promoted in a different city, in a city where they are enemies, but he was promoted and became the best out of it all. So it's to say that your promotion too is coming, but stick to Christ and make sure that you don't move out of him.
Yeah. And I think just to add a bit, I'm just taken away and taken aback as well. Also, the biggest lesson I've had to learn from Daniel is the fact that uThixo will only be glorified through you. Because remember when they were thrown into the fire and whatnot, and then he decided not to bow to the God, regardless of the fire that he was in. The fact that it was also the people who ended up praising and glorifying the Thixo.
Yes.
So
I'm really honestly ending it now. But just before I do that, we're joined by Lozamanthene. Oh yes, please do follow her also on her page. She's also got Lozamanthene's page. She's coming in and saying hallelujah, city amen. And also we had Usinovuyo Samaria sitting in Jesus. Also had Ulwanda Mini. Oh, Mamfana kuthiwa unqabile kwela cala ke laseJoburg, and but akangqabanga uLozis here each and every day. From 6 to 9 o'clock, and also going to Mamkele joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at time. Thank you so much to everybody that joined us, be it on radio and also be it on our Facebook as well as our YouTube page. It's been good. It's been lovely. Do catch us again tomorrow between the hours of 12 and 3 o'clock. But for now, I guess